Flo and I would like to say that we're really excited for today. I know. Kisses? She's doing well, by the way. We've got our appointment at the hospital tomorrow to get her paw looked at. Isn't that right? So today is a full day of lots of things to do. Got to reset up the drums, and so 2 new bands that I am sort of doing gigs for next month, so I've got to learn that material. Got to go over all the South Indian material, which is pretty dense and heavy, so that needs a lot of work still. It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be good. I'd like to give a massive shout out to Simon Rigoni, who is a friend of mine that I met years ago now, probably like 5 years ago. And he helped me set up this studio, gave me all the basic sort of tips onto what to do, where to place the mics, and just gave me some lessons over Zoom, and also lent me all of his spare mics so that I could record my drums for my uni assignments. And I still have them. And you know, without that help from him, without his advice on certain recording techniques, I would have not been able to finish my degree in the way that I would have liked to. It really elevated the standard of music that I was able to record and put out and send as my assignments and submit. Thank you so much for your help, Simon. You've been an absolute legend and a great friend, and it means the world. So thanks. Hey, and now we practice. So you can use your phone. Doesn't have to be Logic. I just, for drum kit purposes, I like, and I've got the equipment at the moment to be able to do that. So I open up Logic and I select, you can't see it on the window, but it's asking me which channel I would like to create. So I'm going to create the first channel, which is my overhead. Left. And then I'm going to create another channel, which is my overhead. Right. And then I'm going to create my third channel, which is going to be my snare drum. And my final channel, my kick drum, which is in channel 7. So, and essentially all I'm doing is I'm recording my practice session just so I can listen back to it and just see how I'm sounding when I'm learning new material. Is it sounding good, or what do I have to do to make it sound better? Because there's a lot of shock horror moments when I listen back to things. You know, sometimes in a practice session, you'll be like, oh, that was great, you know, sounding really good. And then you listen back to it and you're like, that's not me, was it? Really? Oh my God. Oh my God. So at the start, it can be really uncomfortable, but over time you'll get to, like for me, over time, the better I got, I learned to like my sound, and it grew into a stronger relationship, me and my sound, what was coming from me. And that, that's a journey within itself, and it takes time, because the first time I heard myself, I was absolutely appalled, to say the least. And I was very critical and hard on myself, and still am sometimes, but you know, it's gotten better. So I've got my 4 channels, and I've just panned. Whoops, I've panned it the wrong way. Hold on. So I want my left mic to be panned to the right, because when the audience listens to the hi-hat, if you're looking at the drum kit, the hi-hat's on the right side, not the left side. So the left mic is for the, yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. I was confused about that for a little while. So, and we're going to head over to the drums, and I'm going to just go through what I do for my warm-up, and then get practicing with all the tracks that All right, let's do it. So a little while ago, I stumbled across a drummer by the name of Justin Scott. He's an American drummer, fantastic, awesome technique, and he released a PDF about and a video as well about his practice routine, and that really sort of caught my eye. I think it was like $12 or $14 through his website, and it's amazing. It's everything that my teachers have shown me in the past, but I haven't really applied it properly. But for some reason, when I was ready to sort of really knuckle down, it just came across my path. So I'll link his website below if you want to check it out. But I follow his practice routine. It goes through different types of hand warm-ups, different rudiments. Then you're going through different types of coordination exercises, swing exercises, flam exercises, and it's just full of good stuff. And when he talks in the video, it makes a lot of things make a lot of sense. He's very clear about his instruction, and it just really helped me. So if it helps you, then amazing. So I'm going to get started on my practice because time is starting to get away from me, and I need to at least, it would be nice to do about 4 hours today. That's the goal. So, all right. I'm also going to press record on my Logic session. Must not forget that. That's happened before. Okay, so yeah. So first thing on the list, unison, singles, doubles, and paradiddles. Make sure the heights the height of both sticks are the same. $80 BPM. And I reckon this will be the last one, about 100 BPM. So we go to the next bit. It's called combination rudiments. Essentially, it's a 23 bar rudiment chart, and you just play it from top to bottom. 140. Okay, 140 is where I'm kind of just not playing through it right. When I do my swing pattern, I always put the metronome on the upbeat. Pretend the metronome is the hi-hat. beats, or you can just put it on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Also, when you're practicing, like in this moment right now, you want to be listening to how you're sounding. So sometimes I wear earphones for the metronome, but then I have to take them off as well so I can hear literally how the drums are sounding. That was a really important lesson that I got taught by my teacher once, because I always used to wear earplugs, and yes, earplugs are important for your ear protection, but also they don't show, you can't hear the nuances in the drums. So I do a bit of both. Personally, that works for me. I can hear the drums nuances out for a little while, and then after a while I'll put my headphones back on just to protect my ears, especially if I'm doing a really long practice session. Paradiddle accent permutations. I notice that I'm like tensing up when I'm making mistakes, and I gotta pause on that and just relax, because it's not good to practice when you're tense, because you're just gonna tense up and hurt yourself and make more mistakes. So one of my teachers said to me once, "Julia, do you know that you're not breathing when you're playing?" And I'm like, didn't know that. So yeah, gotta keep breathing. Currently thinking about how to get faster at making videos so I can have more practice time. It does take up a lot of time every day. Every morning. But I don't want to be making like silly mistakes, and sort of, I'm pretty happy. I'm okay with the quality of the videos. Like, they're not bad. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be making silly mistakes, and you know. But yeah, I don't know. 5 hours of sleep a night, it's not enough. I'm struggling. I need like 6 or 7 at least. I'm losing focus. Last night I went to bed at 2:30. So yeah, I've had just over 6 hours sleep. I'm a bit tired now, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to work through some material that I've been learning for rehearsal this week. It's all South Indian, Cuban-based rhythms, and yeah, I love it. I just love it. Kind of fell asleep on the floor for like half an hour. Oops. So I'm just going to be going over the recordings of a rehearsal, just to listen to the progression and things that sometimes I tend to sometimes miss on paper. So this is a groove, a phrase that I'm learning out of one of Adrian Sheriff's compositions, and the pattern is 2 polyrhythms and then a quintuplet, so 5/3, 5/2, and then a quintuplet within a crotchet beat. 5/3, I don't know if you can see this. the 3 is the denominator and the 5 is the numerator. Hold on, numerator, right. So the 3 goes on the bottom. So I'll write in 3 crotchets, 1, 2, 3. And then the 5 is basically the top bit, and it's what's the subdivision? So we're thinking in quintuplets. So 5 in each beat, right? And then the groupings, so this is where the polyrhythm happens, is that your denominator, so your quintuplets are grouped in 3s, which is why they're tied. Whoop, whoop. Come on guys, focus. Which is why they're tied in groups of 3. Then I think of it, I use South Indian conical to help me know where each beat lands. So at the top, it's really hard to see, but at the top it says ta, di, ki, na, dom, which is the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm used to South Indian conical. So I say ta, di, ki, na, dom, and repeat that again, and repeat that again. Then I circled the landing spots. So the first one is in unison, is on ta. The next one lands on na, di, dom, and then finally ki. My left foot is the denominator, the crotchet pulse, and the right hand is the numerator, which is playing all the hits. So, but I'm internalizing the quintuplet feel. Ta, di, ki, na, dom, ta, di, ki, na, dom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going to combine. I'm going to do 5 over 3 and then 5 over 2 in a row. So again, internalizing the 5. Ta, di, ki, na, dom, 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 ta. And that's that.